Coming up today, I want to talk to you about fear, overcoming it, accepting it, and smashing through it. Stay tuned. What is up, App Nation? It is your boy, Steve P. Young, founder of App Masters. And today I want to talk a little bit about fear, something that I think about routinely because trust me, I am afraid every single day. Running this event, I'm afraid. Getting more clients, I'm afraid. Helping these clients, making sure they grow, I'm afraid. And fear is something that I deal with a lot. And I know a lot of people deal with this. And I think the common saying is fear, overcome it. You know, it's so easy. Don't let it stop you. But I have a better take on it. Okay. Fear helps you stay sharp. Fear helps you stay sharp. And I accept it. Right. So I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was listening to Entrepreneur on Fire, my first start into entrepreneurship, okay? I was listening to Entrepreneur on Fire and I listened to it over and over, like 20 episodes in. This was early in the days. I was like, John Lee Dumas, I love John, okay? But I was like, what? This is weird. He's asking the same questions to everybody and it just gets repetitive. It's so silly, right? Until I listened to 20 in a row. And I don't know if it was 20, but I listened to 20 in a row. And he asked in the beginning, this was like episode 1, he was asking people like Pat Flynn, all the online entrepreneurs of the world, you know, what was holding you back from becoming an entrepreneur? And after listening to 20 in a row, the common theme was fear, right? But fear didn't hold them back. You know, they overcame it somehow too. So I actually think fear is a good thing. If you watch some of my previous videos, when I have a new idea for an app, I'm always like, my biggest fear is nobody wants this, right? And so what I'll tell you is, as I'm doing these events, and the reason why I'm doing these events is so that everybody can build really long-lasting relationships and we can all learn from each other, but we grow as a community, right? And then we have that in-person interaction. And I love doing these events, but every single time, next one's coming out in Bali, okay? So I hope to see you there. But every single time right before it, and this is why it's so on top of my head, I'm afraid. I'm afraid nobody's going to show up. I'm afraid that, you know, I'm not afraid. The thing is, I'm not afraid that they're not going to have a good time or have like amazing time out of it. That's like the last thing that's on my mind. I'm just afraid nobody's going to show up. And in the beginning, I was thinking, man, people showed up, but are they going to think this is so small? So I was like, okay, let me reword this. Make sure that people know this is an intimate retreat, right? So that they know they're going into it. Okay, I overcame that fear. But then I'm always afraid like nobody's going to show up. And when we decided to Bali, and I was like so excited to do it because one, I wanted to visit it, and two, because it's such a great location. I was telling my wife, like, what if nobody shows up? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, what if nobody shows up? And I just said, forget it. Let's see what happens. And then boom, the first day I promoted it just on YouTube, 2 people said, I'm coming. And they bought a ticket. I was like, whoa, okay, now it's happening. And I just need that first couple of people to say they're interested. And I just talked to somebody today and I was like, hey, I'm coming. I'm going to be there. I actually live in Bali. I was like, what? This is great. And so now the snowball is rolling, and I actually like fear because before every event, I talk to my friends and I say, Gonzalo, and I say, hey, man, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm so afraid. But what happens is that fear helps me run a better event. That fear just says, okay, I see you, fear. I appreciate you, fear. How do I go past it still? And how does it help me build the best app retreat that has ever existed? So let that fear inside of you sharpen your focus on whatever you want to accomplish. Trust me, everybody's afraid. I'm always afraid of every little thing, new project that I do, or just getting on this camera and just rambling on to you. Fear is always there. But I found that I actually like the fear because my friend Gonzalo would say to me, hey, why are you so afraid all the time? And I said, I love fear because it helps, it drives me, right? And my saying is, let the fear drive you because it should drive you. Stop trying to overcome it. Let it be there and let it drive you to be even a better person. Hey, I know you exist. I see you. Thank you. You're going to be the reason why I become successful. So let fear either sharpen your focus and drive you even more. Appreciate it. Appreciate it that it's there. Stop trying to think it's a negative thing and trying to overcome it. Just Let it drive you. Let it be the steering ship, the engine, the nitro that gets you to wherever you want to go. All right. So if you want to learn more about that event, check it out. Founders Unite. I'm rebranding this. No longer App Masters Connect, although you can call it that if you want, but we're going to call it Founders Unite because I think it speaks to more of the mission of the event. The fear that I have that nobody's going to show up is still driving me to do this event and put on an amazing event. So if you want to be there, go check out foundersunite.com, foundersunite.com. And I hope to see you there at either Bali or a future event, but be there because it is an intimate event that's really there to build lasting connections and a real community out of it. All right, guys. So last word, let that fear drive you. And I'll see you on the next video.